And yeah, so I just have a little small takeaway before going over the latest video that Kyle did, which is they talk about, so both Krystal and Saagar talk about how the fact that the stuff that they did on Rising looked professional, meaning they had kind of like a real movie set and stuff. They think that was really good, and I agree that that's really good. I really like it that way, and especially they were saying that people could share this with people who are used to seeing news anchors in this particular setting, and if it's not in that setting, they won't kind of take what they're saying is seriously. So I agree, professional style is good, but I must say that the Hill and Rising had the ugliest, if you ask me, set out of all the corporate sets out there. Like CNN one was much is even nicer. Even the Fox one is nicer. I just found there to
Oh,
be like
I,
super kind of tacky. So I like the idea. I just hope their new set is a little bit nicer. It was too much like 80s, 90s even newsroom. At least update it a bit. I think there's a way of making it a bit more hip while keeping that professional look. So let's see. Apparently, Sagar designed his own table, and the designer was like, "This is the worst drawing ever." So it's kind of not a good start. I hope this design company takes it. Is like, okay, I got you. You're gonna look professional, but leave it to us. Or maybe the
well,
Rising are the ones who kind of made it like that.
I
I'm
must
sure
say
they did.
I disagree somewhat. I do think
Really?
Fox is worst. I think they're set just too many colors and it's always so bright and red and all that. But their sets, I mean, most sets suck because they look so weird because they just normally people don't. I was the big fan of the BBC couple of years ago, their
Mm.
set I really liked. But then they changed it to this now everybody walks thingy. I
Oh,
hate that. I hate the whole walking and
yeah.
there's this stiff digital camera and they do that and interact with it. I hate it so much. I want them to sit down and maybe talk to somebody on yeah. But yeah, I think to be honest, BBC Newsnight, if that's the set you want to go for, if anybody like check that out. But
Okay.
anyway, my take.
I'll put a picture of that. But yeah, so I like the idea. Very true. Professional is good, and it helps to reach people who don't really
But
listen to your message. But a little bit of like style and fashion in there, or however you want to put it, would be nice. But yeah, and their channel, I think they have like 40,000 followers already without having put out
oh,
their first video.
I mean, we get to the circumstances
Yeah,
of their thing as well in a bit. But yeah, to be honest, I unsubscribed from the Hill.
I
Uh,
unsubscribed from the Hill too.
but to be honest, I was thinking of, I wasn't sure because then they had Ryan
Yeah,
Grimm
then
as
they
one
had
of
right.
their
Yeah.
replacements. I don't know if it's a, if he stays there, there's a good chance I might subscribe again because even with all the drama of the last month or so, I still quite like his takes. So
Yeah. No, he's still somewhere yeah. Final verdict hasn't
yeah,
hasn't been made in Ryan Grimm's case. Yeah, I actually unsubscribed before that, especially because The Hill, like,
gives you
okay,
another shit.
a lot of
Uh,
like crap that's like free on those. What's that channel called where they show like Congress, uh,
NPR.
and now there's the other one like
Oh,
starts C-SPAM.
C-SPAN.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, what's going
C-SPAN,
on? Yeah,
but
so
it's
the
just spam.
so their content is annoying except the Rising, but yeah, that's the main
Yeah.
reason. But okay, anything else there, or should we just get to the final part about Kyle?
No, let's get to it, I think.
Yeah. So Kyle posted a video just on Wednesday evening, and he talks about some of like the things that happened behind the scenes since Kyle and Krystal launched their show. So they launched their show in January, and Kyle has a couple of things that he brings out and a couple of points that he makes, and one or two of them I think are legitimate, and then the other one or two, not that they're not legitimate or they're not shitty, but given that the Hill is a corporation, probably affiliated with all kinds of like right wing like donors and people, or I don't even know what. Anyway, they're a corporation. For a corporation, I found that they're what they've done so far, how they've reacted so far, is kind of leaning towards the more the better way that you've seen sometimes corporations like that. They can be far more vicious. So the first point that Kyle